Let me close the
Okay.
door.
Luz, I need to see your
Okay.
face. I can't see your face, so please put your camera on.
My camera is on.
I can see you.
Okay, let me fix it. You couldn't
Okay,
see my
perfect. Yeah,
face. Ah, okay. Now you can see my face.
now it's
Okay.
perfect. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to
Okay.
share my screen first. So these are the rules that we have for the class. Okay, so it's important, no phones, please. If you have to take a call, please let me know. You can take it, don't worry, okay? Can you hear
Okay.
me properly? Can you hear me very well?
Not. It's kind of blurred, but if you hold the microphone that way, I can hear you
Ah,
perfect.
okay, perfect. So, as I said before, Luz, no phones, please. If you have to take a call, don't worry, let me know, and you can take
Okay.
it, okay? Keep always your camera on, please. Turn off
Mhm.
your microphone. I mean, when we are more than 2 or 3 people in the class, please
Mhm.
turn off your microphone. And when you have the turn to the speak, you can put it on, okay?
Okay.
Silence around is really important because sometimes it's annoying, so please
Uh huh.
silence around the class, okay? Ask
Okay.
all the time, please. If you have any question, please let me know. If you don't understand any questions, please let me know as well, okay? Listen up
Okay.
and respect, and the most important one, that is enjoy the class, okay? I feel that
Okay.
your English is really good, so don't worry, don't be afraid. This is just a class to practice our English, because here in Colombia everybody speaks Spanish, so sometimes we don't have somebody else to practice our English, okay?
Yeah. See.
Perfect. So, Luz, now we're going to do an introduction. We're going to do an
Mhm.
introduction. So I'm going to introduce myself first, and then you. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So nice to meet you. My name is Ruth Tamayo. I'm gonna be the teacher in this class. I am assigned a bachelor in English as a foreign language at the university. I am 30 years old. I am single. I am working in a company as a commercial manager. Okay, I don't have
Mhm.
kids. I live in Bogota, but I am from Barranca Bermeja, Santander. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Luz, so please go ahead.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Luisa Maria Hernandez. I'm from Villavicencio and I'm currently living in Villavicencio. I have no kids. I live with my parents. I am 21 years old. I don't know what else to say. I've worked as a teacher. I'm in my eighth semester on the program of Bachelor's Degree of English as a Foreign Language. And I think that's everything I gotta say.
Yes, this is perfect. Don't worry. Okay, Luz. So now, please give me a summarize about the video that you watch.
Okay, the video, as far as I can remember, is about an overview of the speaking part of the test, led by Cambridge, I guess. And the video explained that the speaking test, takes about 15 minutes, that it's made by two people, who is the interlocutor and the assessor, and they both, the interlocutor is who asks the questions, and the assessor is the one who evaluates our speech. There are several parts. It begins with some kind of warm-up, which is an introduction of yourself, and that, and then we begin to talk about a certain topic, where I have to talk about over 3 minutes, I guess. I can't remember well. And then I remember there is a part when there's a conversation between two of the participants, because the test is often taken by two participants,
Yes.
and they gotta hold a conversation, maybe some kind of debate, some kind of argument over a certain topic. And yeah, that's what I can remember so far.
It's perfect. Don't worry. Okay, excellent. Now, what we're going to do today is that kind of simulation about that test. So CAE is the Cambridge Assessment English, is the Cambridge Assessment English. So we're going to do a kind of Cambridge Assessment English today.
Okay.
Usually, this test, people that take by two people, okay? But tonight, okay, but tonight we're going just to do it individually, okay? So
Okay.
going to start. Can you see my screen?
Not
Not
yet.
yet. Okay. So I'm sharing my screen.
Mm, now I can. Yes, I
Okay,
can see
perfect.
it.
So this test has four parts. The first one is a kind of where you are going to answer some questions about your personal information. That's it. So
Mhm.
where are you
Mhm.
from? Where are you studying? Your hobbies, interests, etc. Okay, so we're
Mhm.
going to read this card that shows the objective of each part of the test. Okay, so
Okay.
please go ahead, Luz.
Okay. CAA format for sections. First, conversing about yourself.
Mhm.
Objective. Use language for social purposes, e.g., making introductions, answering questions in a complete manner, stating an opinion.
Oh,
2. Presenting. Objective. Speak in length coherently, use language to describe, comparing contrasts and contrast, speculate, and comment upon a topic.
mhm.
3. Collaborating with others. Objectives. Use language to discuss and interpret, to agree, disagree, or agree to disagree. Negotiate and collaborate to rank or classify. 4. Discussing. Objective. Use language to summarize, report, and explain decisions. Develop a topic further.
Yeah, perfect. So as you see here, all the time that the time you have to be speaking about different topics that the instructor that I'm gonna be the instructor tonight. We
Uh
don't
huh.
have we don't have an assessor, we have just an instructor. So I'm going to ask you some questions and you have a minute or 2 minutes, it depends of the question, to answer those questions, okay?
Okay.
If you don't understand the question, please tell me or repeat again. I couldn't hear you properly, etc., etc. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Before to start, Luz, did you already register on Edmodo?
Yes, I already
Yeah.
did the task actually.
Ah, okay, you already did the quiz, right?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. So, because we have 8 encounters, so each encounter has a quiz, but that quiz is regarding sorry, to any video, but the video is not about the video of this class. It's another video that the tutor sent you previously, okay? So don't
Okay.
forget to do it every week because this class has 10 points. It depends of your performance. And that
Mm-hmm.
test has as well 10 points, okay? It depends as
Mm-hmm.
well of your performance, okay? So don't
Okay.
forget it always, okay? Let's
Okay.
start. Okay, perfect. Part one. So we're going to practice the part one. So I'm going to show you this card and I'm going to
Okay.
ask you some questions about this card. And you have a minute to answer every question, okay? So let's
Okay.
start loose. Let's start with what what free time activity do you most enjoy and why? You have a minute.
Uh, my favorite activity I enjoy the most is probably watching TV shows because I feel amused over the different types of art you can find on TV shows, and I'm a fan of animation. So yeah, I really like to let myself to be amused over the animation and art.
You have more time to enrich your answer.
Uh, yeah, I know it might sound kind of childish that as a adult likes animation, but yeah, I'm a huge fan of animation, different kinds of animation, western animation, eastern animation. I enjoy them all, and I'm pretty critic. And I also love movies. I love to watch movies. I love to see every detail, the photography, the script, the acting, every part of the movie is something that I do really enjoy because I feel, as I said before, really amused by the art on audiovisual form.
Okay, perfect. Excellent, Luz. Don't worry. Excellent. Don't forget you have a minute. So sometimes just we go to the answer and that's it, and we forget about the time that we have. Okay, so try
Okay.
to speak slow You don't need to speak really quick. You speak. Don't worry. Your English is really excellent, so that's why you feel comfortable about that. So you can speak a lot, but don't worry because
Uh-huh.
it's a practice. So this is a practice. Like imagine that you are presenting these facts. Okay, so you need
Okay.
to impress the person that the instructor, not just because you're fluency, as well because your ideas. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. The next one is this one. Do you think you spend too much time working or studying? Go ahead.
I don't think that I spend too much time studying since I already know English, so it is not, I don't take too much time to, make my tasks and stuff.
Mhm.
And I was working last year, so I had to work and study, which that was tough. That was actually tough to study and to work at the same time. So yeah, I think that in that circumstance, I would say that I was working too much or studying too much because it felt like I didn't have enough time in my hands to do both of them. But right now that I'm taking the things a little more slowly, like more relaxing way, more chilling, I think that I don't actually study too much. I study like I think that I study the right amount of study you need, and I can take my time to do my hobbies and grow personally, spend time with my family, and other things that are part of life too. So once I stop studying, I will start working. That's my goal, but I don't know what waits in the future.
Okay, okay, excellent, excellent. So you are a genius. You don't actually you are
No,
a genius.
I'm
I
not a
do understand.
genius. It's just
I
I
understand.
think
I understand because I don't spend a lot of time studying, but I get the idea, so I just do it. You know? So I
I'm sorry.
understand.
I know it sounded kind of braggy, don't you think? I'm sorry. It's not my intention.
No, 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 it's okay because as I told you before, and I understand perfectly because I didn't spend a lot of time studying. I get the idea and then I just do what I need to do and that's it. But I don't have to spend a lot of time reading
Yeah.
or you know,
Yeah.
you get
Yes,
the idea.
I.
That's it. Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. Next question. Give me a moment. I'm going to take here my. Okay. Oh, what do you think has had the greatest influence of you on your life?
And my big influence in my life. I think that those are my parents. I really admire them since they gotta have a cohesive marriage and a cohesive family and a very successful life in every aspect, economically, personal, well, every sort of field they have managed to be successful, let's say successful. And I think that I want to have that kind of balanced life. Like I don't want to have a crazy life. I'm not that kind of person. I'm more someone who appreciates the balance in their life. So I think that my parents are actually amazing role models, and that's why I admire them so much. But if you, someone else besides my father, I think that I don't know, Malala. I think Malala is great. She won a Nobel
Malala.
Prize at 17 years old. That's you gotta be a genius. You
Yes.
gotta be really amazing to do something like that and to promote peace all over the world. So
Yes.
yeah, I would say
Correct.
Malala.
Excellent. Excellent. You, Malala, yeah, I admire was as well Malala because I think this lady, even in a country that is, come on, is a country that is Muslim, but she
Yes.
took I don't know strength from anywhere and did what she did. So it's really incredible. Okay, this is of the
Yes.
part one. So this is a kind of, personal questions about yourself. So it's really
Hmm.
easy because it's just to express yourself, what you think, what you feel. So it's really easy. The most important thing
Uh-huh.
is just to think clearly and give an intelligent answer like you did before. Okay, Luz, congratulations.
Okay. Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you so
So,
much.
okay, let's go to part two. So
Hmm.
what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you a picture. This picture is going to have four images. So you have to describe or to answer the questions of these pictures, and then you are going to choose which one will you prefer? Okay. So I'm
I'm
going to.
sorry, the sound comes and go. I didn't
Oh,
understand
sorry.
clearly what you said.
Okay. So we have this picture. Okay.
Okay.
So we need to answer the questions that you can see here in these pictures. You see?
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay. Yeah.
okay. So we're going to start with the first one. That is,
Mhm.
why are the people looking at the maps? So you have a minute as well to answer the question. Okay.
I think maybe they're
Hello,
just
Luz.
searching. Hi. Do you hear me?
Hello.
Hi. Hi. Hello. Do
Hello,
you hear
Luz.
me?
Are you there?
Yeah. Hi. What what happened? Hi. Hi. Is everything okay? Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Are you there, Luz?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hi. Yeah, I can hear you, but I
Oh,
don't know you. Do you hear me?
yes, I can hear you as well. Don't worry. So, did
Okay.
you understand? Did you understand what I said before?
Yes, yes, yeah, I understood.
Okay, perfect. So, let's start with the first one. Why are the people looking at the maps?
I think they're looking at the map because they're searching for a place to go on vacation.
Mhm.
So they are just the kids are just letting their minds blown by the places they're going to visit or what kind of places do they like to would they like to go. And yeah, and it's kind of a way because they seem to be on a sort of school, so I think that they are also learning the geography of the world. And yeah, but I think it's vacation because of the second picture. I got a little confused, mixed up because of that. So I'm just saying that they are letting their minds to be blown by the idea of going on vacation somewhere else. And then the one that's under the other picture, they are just looking at the map, like they are about to travel, and they are just looking at the map because they don't have GPS, I guess, and they are
Maybe.
looking at the map and to get to the place they want to go on vacation, on a family vacation.
Excellent. Yeah, time's over. Excellent. Well done. Now, the next one. Why are the people enjoying eating in these places?
Because they like to be fancy and they probably really enjoy to go expensive looking places like that,
Mm.
and they're just living their best life. And probably they're on vacation, and why not to be fancy on a vacation? That's why you go to vacation. And yeah, they like to go to those places maybe because of the environment. They feel comfortable in that sort of environment, and as I said before, they like to feel fancy. Those are expensive looking places, so the experience must be really good because that's exactly what you're paying for. And
Yes.
they
Sometimes.
seem to be really happy about it, so I'm happy for them. That's it.
That's
Hi.
it. Okay, give me a moment, please. Luz, I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. So, which one of these pictures would you prefer? I mean, the people that are looking at the maps or the people that are enjoying eating in these places?
I would like to be people looking at the map, probably.
Why?
Because I think that vacations sometimes are better than your imagination, that when you actually go on vacation, discover that things are not that beautiful. I've got that
It's
experience. That's
correct,
what I'm
yeah.
talking
I
about.
think you
So
are
yeah,
more
I would
reality.
like to. Yeah, I prefer your fantasy.
The fantasy,
Reality
okay.
made me tough.
Okay, Luz, excellent. So, as you see here, this exercise is just to describe pictures, images. So, this exercise is just to express what you think about life. You see? So,
Okay.
it's to say what you think, use your imagination, and I see that you are really an expert in that. So, the exercise is like that, okay? Usually it's
Okay.
with another partner, but we don't have another partner, so don't worry, we can do it by ourselves. Okay, the
Okay.
next part is like a kind. a discussion, but we don't have a partner, so I'm going to show you a topic, and this topic
Uh-huh.
has a question, and the question has to be answered about different fields, about for example sports, media, music. It depends of the topic. Okay, so I'm
Okay.
going to show you this one. So the question is, how have these fields benefited from advances in technology? So we have 5 fields, and we need to answer the question regarding to these fields, okay? And you
Okay.
have 2 minutes to speak about that. So don't worry, take your time, but remember you
I'm
have
sorry.
2 minutes.
I got a question. I gotta choose one of those topics, or I've gotta talk about them all.
All of them,
All of them. Okay.
all
Okay.
of
Okay.
them,
In
okay?
2 minutes.
In 2 minutes. So remember, don't focus on one, just in all of them, okay?
Okay.
Okay, excellent. So go ahead, please.
Hello. Oh no.
Go.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. Can you hear me?
I'm sorry. Yeah. This is about to run out of battery. I'm gonna take them off. I'm sorry.
Don't worry.
I'm I'm gonna change the configuration. Just give me a second. I'm sorry. It's just about
Don't
to
worry.
run
Take
out
your
of
time.
battery. Oh damn. I think I'm sorry.
It's okay. Take your time.
Speakers. I gotta. Can you please talk to me for a second? Can you talk? Let me see if I can hear you.
Yes,
Ah,
yes.
okay,
Can
I
you
hear.
hear me?
Yeah, I hear you clearly.
I can hear you really clear.
Yeah,
Okay.
they just ran out of battery. I'm really sorry. I didn't
Okay.
expect them to.
Don't worry.
So.
So
Mhm.
go ahead.
Okay, and transportation have benefited from advances in technology since we've got cars, we've got high technology trains, we've got motorcycles, planes that have changed the world completely because we can travel to the other side of the world in way less time. For sports, we've got sports that are centered in technology actually. Red drones, drones races are actually considered as a sport. For media, well, we've got computers, we've got Skype, we've got basically everything that we're using. I'm actually using media to study. So my education is basically based on media, which is from this technology. Medicine, there are new ways to perform surgeries. For example, there are machines who actually are able to perform surgeries, which is way better since there is no chance for human mistake, which have improved a lot of X-rays, a lot of exams that you take for medicine it are thanks to technology that they actually exist. And for music industry, we've got autotune, different ways of produce a song. They're actually instruments based on electronics that are very helpful and are transformed music completely. Actually, the music that we hear every day is thanks to the technology because before there was only mechanic instruments. Now we have electronic instruments and new ways to produce music.
Excellent. You have 8 seconds.
I have 8 seconds. So
You got 8 seconds.
technology have changed our
And now
everyday.
the time is over. Okay, perfect. Don't worry because you embrace all the fields in 2 minutes, and
Okay.
it's okay. Sometimes people just get focused on the medicine, music industry, and that's it, and they forget about all of them. Okay, don't worry.
Okay.
So, as you see here, is just we need to be as well, enrich our knowledge with different fields. Sometimes musicians knows about music. I don't know, footballers know about football, but they don't know about everything, and we need to know, to hold a conversation.
Uh-huh.
It's really
Yeah.
important to know about just a bit, but
Okay.
to know about something, to hold a conversation with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, excellent, Luz. Well done. Now, give me a moment. I'm going to look here for the part 4. I don't know what happened with the other people because nobody else. Okay. So the part 4 we have 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you some questions during 5 minutes, and I mean we have 5 minutes to ask questions and as well to answer questions. Okay. So
Okay.
you can take any time. I mean, you don't have a minute, you don't have 2 minutes. You don't just give your answer, but remember that we have 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. So we have 6 questions. So the first one is, like I said here, which is
Mhm.
more important for young people nowadays, going to college or getting a job? What do you think?
It depends. It depends because when you grow up in a low budget family, it's more important to get a job to support your family. But when you have the change, because going to college is actually a privilege, so you can go to college if you have a more economically stable family. So I guess that it actually depends, but going to college actually allows you to get a better job or to being the job seeking career more easier. So I think that it depends on your circumstances whether it is to go to college or getting a job.
Okay, which one would you prefer?
Personally, well, I have the privilege to go to college, so I think that's
Yes,
college.
is the good one. Perfect. Next one. Some people say that students have an easy life. What do you think?
Well, it depends. As I said before, it depends on your economical background. Because when you are, most of the students I know that are even from this university, they work as well. They study and they work, and that is not an easy life. And I can tell by my own experience. So, yeah, again, it depends on the circumstances. I think that compared to them, I've got an easy life, but it wasn't that easy last year when I was working and studying at the same time. So it's tough to tell because a student's life it's not what it's supposed to be, at least not in this context, if you know what I mean.
Yes. Yes, I understand. Having the study easy for you or having is difficult?
Studying, I guess that I think that is easier to work actually. It's
Easier.
more rewarding. Working is more rewarding because you can see the fruits of your work. But when you're studying, you only see the fruits of your work like 5 years
At the
later or
end.
once you get a job.
Yes, it's correct. Okay, excellent. How long do you think a course at college or university should last?
I think that probably depending on the course you're taking, of the career path you're taking. For
For example,
example,
your career.
for my career, I think that it should last at least 7 years. We're talking about the education, about the future of this country. That's important. For example, in Finland,
Mm,
educators are the one who got to study the most, even more than lawyers or even more than doctors. So, and that's why Finland is so cool
yeah,
about
that's
education. So I think
yes.
that for my career, at least I'm talking about at least 7 years. But I think that as a educator, you've got to be studying your whole life the same way that a doctor does or a lawyer does.
Yeah, we need to study our whole life. Is
Yes.
correct. Do you think it's important to study academic subjects or should students only learn vocational skills? What do you think? Oh, it's a good question.
Academic subjects are the background for the vocational skills, actually. You don't have vocational skills without the academic subjects. So I think that it's a thing that 15 and 50. Because when you're a teacher, for example, you've got to know the background. You gotta know the theoretical background of what you're actually doing, because how would you know how to do that stuff you're doing? But once you get to the field and know what you have to do, and you see that things may be kind of different of what you have actually learned, and yeah, you've got to learn how to do this stuff. You know the background, but you also have to know how to do it. So I think that it's 50-50.
Okay. Who should pay for students doing university courses?
The government.
Why?
Yeah, the government, because we're talking about education. A good state, a good country is a place who allows education for basically everyone. Everyone have to be educated. And we're talking about university, who is by now, like in this moment, is basic. It's actually basic education at this point. So yeah, the government should be giving education to all of their people.
Yes, it's correct. That's why we pay taxes.
Yeah, that's what we pay taxes for. Yeah.
Okay. Should everyone have the chance to go to university wherever they age?
Of course, of course. We're talking about education. Like the Chavo del Ocho said, it's never late to learn. Never
It's
late to learn.
correct.
Yeah, I actually got experience. An old teacher of mine started studying medicine. She was like 70 years old.
Mhm.
70. She was an old woman. And she
Okay.
started studying medicine just because she wanted to learn medicine. It's just because university or studying is not to do. It maybe you just want to know, and it's
It's
okay to
correct.
get that fulfillment from knowledge, and that's valid for everyone, and regardless the age.
Yes, it's correct. Even when that's everybody says that at that age your brain doesn't receive anything, it's wrong. I think
Mhm.
everybody has an opportunity to learn, to be, like you said before, to be educated.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. The time's over. Excellent. We got 6 minutes, but it's okay. Don't worry because we have time, and you took really important the topics, really important point of view about these questions. Okay, that's the most
Okay.
important one to show
Okay.
that your answer has an idea, are coherent. So that's the most important one. Okay,
Okay.
look, now, moment here. Okay, okay, Luz. Where do you study English? Where?
I'm aware. I took a course like 3 years ago, and I got certified B2 level, but I don't think I'm a B2 anymore. I
What?
don't. I don't think I'm a B2 anymore. I got certified as a B2 level when I started English 3 years ago, but I don't think I'm a B2 level anymore.
No anymore. Come on, it's
Yeah,
not. Of course
I
not.
I think
C1,
I
C2, I
have
think.
I don't have the certification, but I'm pretty sure I'm not a B2 anymore.
So you didn't
And
study anymore.
no, not in a formal way. Like I got myself surrounded by an English environment all the time. Like I listen a lot of English music. I watch movies on English. Like I don't have any problem watching things on English.
Hmm.
And yeah, I don't have the opportunity to talk to other people in English that much. But when I got the change, I do it, and it's kind of weird of someone saying this, but since I don't have anyone else to practice with, I practice with myself.
Yes, and do you have you live in Villavicencio, right?
Yeah,
Do you have somebody to practice English
no,
there?
no,
No, no, I think I
anybody,
live in
anybody,
Bogota and I don't have somebody else. I mean, a friend.
anybody,
I don't know.
anybody. I have no one to talk English to, and that's kind of frustrating because I start to feel that I'm getting a little bit not that good because of the lack of practice. And so, yeah, this is a great change for me to practice English with someone, because I don't think I've speaking this much English in a while.
But your
I don't.
English is really good. So it doesn't matter if you don't have somebody else to practice your English, but if you do it by yourself, it's perfect. It's excellent. Come
Yeah,
on.
it's kind of
So
weird.
don't worry. So why did you decide to choose this career? Why? It was a dream since you were a child, or why?
I'm gonna be really honest. I This career wasn't my first choice, and I don't think this is still my first choice.
Mm,
It's the choice I got opportunity. to get because there is no the career I really like is translation and interpretation. That's like my goal.
Ah, okay.
I
It's
would
great.
love to be an interpreter. Like that's my goal. Like seriously, but it's not that much of an stable job, and I gotta eat. But yeah,
But are you doing something to get it?
I'm actually looking for a graduation school or something like that once I finish this to
Hmm.
get further my education, but focused on interpretation and translation, so I will be able to do so. So I would be like a teacher and an interpreter or a translator. I think that's a good idea. Like I like to teach, but it's not my first the thing that I'm really passionate about. I really like it. I've done it and I really like it, but it's not the thing I'm the most passionate about. So I've actually searched for places where I can learn to translate and to interpreter from English and not only English because I'm passionate about all language. Like
Hmm.
English is definitely when I'm able to speak this fluently, other than Spanish, but I'm still learning other languages. For example, I'm learning Native American languages. I'm learning Sicuani, which is a language from this Llanos Orientales zone.
Oh, it's
This
Tijuanis?
Sicuani.
Tijuani, okay. It's a
I'm
Native
learning.
American. It's a Native American language, right?
Yeah, yeah. I thought it was going to be easy because I say I already know English. That will be easy to learn. And I'm like, no, that's hard. That's even
No, come
harder than
on, yeah.
English, in my opinion. Even
Yes.
harder because you'll get less surrounded by an environment when people actually talk Sikwani. Like when you get with Native American people and they speak so fast, like so fast, it's even faster than English, like way faster than English. It's like they're speaking at plus two speed. It's unbelievable. I don't know how can they do it, but yeah, I'm learning it. I'm loving it, and I would really like to be able to interpret for that kind of language, and basically every language I would able to learn in my lifetime.
You wanna do it, yeah. I think the same. And did you already see that subject, translation techniques?
No, I haven't still. I was going to sign up for that course
Hmm.
this semester, but it wasn't available.
Ah,
So
okay.
I'm
You're
gonna
going to
wait for
love
the
that
next
subject.
semester. Yeah, I would love to. I love translation. Yeah.
They give really good techniques for translations because sometimes you think the translation is just to take this word and just translate
No,
it to this language. It's not like that. It's
it is
totally
not. I
different.
know.
It's totally different. Okay, now, Luz, it's your time to ask me questions about what
Uh,
you want. Okay.
I was actually about to ask you about your job but you already told me that you have no one to talk English to, so I don't know what to ask to you anymore because I was wondering if in your job you're able to speak English to someone else.
No, I'm not. Actually, when a lot of people speak English, but nobody speak English in Colombia. Sometimes we have suppliers that they come from um, United States, from
Mm-hmm.
Europe sometimes, but I'm not the person in charge of that area. So doesn't matter because it's okay because I have these classes, I
Mm-hmm.
study English as well. So all the time the subjects are in English. So all the times we are writing essays and everything in English. So it's okay for me at the moment.
Yeah.
But the next year, this is my last semester. So
Oh.
next year I'm going to do something. Maybe I'm going to join to a club, anything because I need to practice this this language. See, if
Yeah.
we don't do it, we forget it. I
Yeah.
mean, I live abroad a year ago. I lived 2 years actually in another city, and I forgot a lot of expressions, in English that are totally different.
Uh-huh.
So I need to take, time to refresh that information because it's really important for us.
Hmm.
It's really important.
So you've lived abroad.
Yes, I live abroad
Where
two
did you live?
years in Dubai.
Dubai. Wow,
Yes.
how's
I
Dubai?
went there as well. Actually, I went there to study English when I got there. I didn't know to say even hello, just
Oh,
hello.
wow.
But that was my dream. Actually, this was my dream since I was a child.
Mhm.
But I didn't want to be just a teacher. I wanted to be as well as like you. I am interpreter as well.
Yeah. Oh,
So
you
that's
should
my dream. So
fashion.
I'm
Oh,
working. Yes, yes, we have something
so
in
you
common.
know the struggle.
Yes, I know as well. Yes, I know as well. So maybe next year I'm going to move there again, but I'm not yet. Let's see what happens. I'm waiting for the degree, and then let's see because abroad education is better and as well is well paid. Here in Colombia it's not well paid, but
Yeah, I know.
abroad is really well paid. So that's why I taught there Spanish and English for to Indian people, to Arabic people.
Huh.
So it's really great because you learn, you practice, but you learn about different cultures. So it's amazing. And a lot of everybody love Latin people. So you are like an exotic person there. So everybody wants to know about you, about your country, about everything. So it's really um, amazing. It's awesome, really awesome.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yes.
I invite you. You're
Don't
great.
worry because you are gonna do it as well.
Thank you. You're so sweet. And
Any other question?
yeah, I was wondering, like you've worked in Dubai doing interpretation before? Like that was the thing you like that was the thing you did when you were in Dubai.
I what I did in Dubai was just a teacher. I mean, I
Oh,
work
you
as a
were an
teacher.
Spanish teacher.
Yes, Spanish and English as well.
Oh, people in
Yes.
Dubai doesn't speak English. I always thought that they spoke English and Arabic.
Everybody speaks English because
Yeah,
there everybody from anywhere from different countries. So English is the
yeah, it's
international
the
language.
universal. Yeah, it's the universal
Yeah,
language.
the
One has
universal
to speak.
language. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly that. So everybody speaks English, so it's so easy because even I mean I went there to study English, but most of people learn English by themselves, just speaking.
Hmm.
Indian, Philippines, all of them they ask me, okay, you came here to study English, come on. But what they didn't understand was that I wanted to learn English, but the good one, the academic English.
Yeah,
They speak English, but in a really bad way. It's
yeah.
really strange when they speak. It's really funny. It's really funny to listen to them. So, but I was a teacher and I work as well in a hotel as a waitress because I needed the visa, but I
Mhm.
was working as a freelancer. So to live there, you need a visa. So
Yeah.
to get a visa, you need a work. And so that's why I got a job in a hotel. So I was a teacher at the weekends, and I was a waitress some days during the week. So, but it's easy. I mean, if you want to do it, just that's why I was asking you. That was your dream, because if you want to do something different, just go for it. Don't worry. Okay.
Yeah, but I have to finish this first.
Okay, Luz. So, okay, this is this is the class. We
Hmm.
were expecting for more people because the class is for an hour,
Yeah.
but what we already saw all the topics that we need to solve. So the class is going to be until here. Okay.
Okay.
If you have any question about the subject, about the next class, I'm going to tell you that the next week I'm gonna be working, so I don't want to have time for this class. So we have
Mhm.
two options. If you have time, we can do it next Saturday, October the 8th. Or if you
So,
want, we can do it next Thursday. No, not this one, not next one, the next one for 2 hours. So let me know, or another day
probably
earlier. Just
another
let
day. Saturday is I can't do it in Saturday. If always my Saturdays I always schedule for something, so I can't do anything on Saturday. Maybe another day.
Yes, let me know which day. I mean, can you do it on Sunday,
Mondays or Thursdays are my
Thursdays, or what? Which one else?
Tuesdays or Thursdays?
Okay. So if you want, we can do it next Thursday for
Thursdays.
2 hours.
Net. Oh, 2 hours. Like two classes
If
in one.
you want, yeah,
Oh
two
yeah,
classes in one.
I have no problem.
Ah, okay, okay, perfect. So next one is gonna be October 3. That date we don't have class, but the next one we're going to have 2 hours of class. Okay?
You mean in 15 days?
Yes, in 15 days is
Okay.
correct. Because
Okay.
next week, we're gonna
Will be
have.
fast. I understand. Don't worry.
Yes, okay, Lou. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Excellent performance.
Thank you.
Congratulations. So don't worry because this class is gonna be really, really good. Okay. Don't
Okay.
forget we have a 7 counters more
Mhm.
until we are in October until November. So
Mhm.
be focused on your quizzes and everything. Okay, Luz?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Thank you very much. Have
Thank
a
you
good
very
night.
mught. It's nice to meet you. We'll
Okay,
see you
nice to meet you
in
too.
15 days.
Yes, it's correct.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.